Hello everyone and welcome to your Money Q&A question of the day. I am your host Stacy Johnson and this answer is brought to you by MoneyTalksNews.com. We've been serving up the best in personal finance news and advice since 1991. Let's look at today's question. It comes to us from Victoria. Victoria says, is buying a repo a good idea? I'm going to assume that Victoria is talking about a repossessed or foreclosed home. And that's a question I'll answer. Okay, Victoria, first thing you need to know, there are two types of foreclosures. One is called a judicial foreclosure, and the other is just when a bank takes a house back and lists it through a realtor, which is called REO, which stands for real estate owned. A judicial foreclosure is one where you're literally attending an auction. So you haven't had the opportunity to inspect the house, and you're going to be among a group of people who are literally bidding in a live auction for the home. The rules are different in different states, but generally speaking, you're going to be standing in a crowd of people and bidding on a home that you've not had the opportunity to inspect. You will not have the opportunity to get a mortgage. You may not even have the opportunity to do a title search on the home. So in other words, you're going to pay cash for a house you haven't had the opportunity to inspect, and you may not have even had the opportunity to do a title search to make sure there's no other liens on it. So this is really, really risky business. And basically is only good for people who are professionals. I've covered a couple of these auctions in my career during television news stories, and I've even participated in one or two. But it's a really risky way to get property. It's the best way to get a screaming deal on property, but not very many of us are going to be able to write a check within 24 hours for a property that we've never even seen the inside of. So let's forget judicial foreclosures. If you want to do that for a living, great. You got a lot of studying to do. Let's move on, though, to the more typical part of foreclosure. It's the one we read more often about, and that's going to be when a bank takes back the house because the owner didn't make the mortgage payments, and now they're just listing it through a realtor. So in most ways, this is like any other home listed through a realtor. All the bank's done is taken back the house, hired a realtor, just like you would if you had a house for sale, and they put it on the market. So you have the opportunity here to inspect the house. You might get a better deal because the house may not be in great shape. So if you're a fix-up type person, this may be a good way for you to get some sweat equity. But essentially, it's just like buying a house. You're going to get it inspected. You're going to have the opportunity to get financing for it. And so I would encourage you to look at these things, especially, again, if you're the type who likes to fix things up. Hope that answers your question, Victoria. And now we'll close with our quote of the day. This one comes from Chris Jammy, philosopher, poet, and author. And here it is. In the fashion industry, everything goes retro, except the prices. Well spoken. You guys have a super profitable day. Maybe right here next time.